Killua Zoldyck, a prodigy of the Zodiac family and described by Wing as being a talent found only in 1 out of 10 million people. His potential is one of the highest in the whole series and he is supposedly the most talented from the Zodiac family. Yes, that includes his bossable father along with his grandfather and elder brother. For his age, Killua is described to have so much talent that surpassing these elder members of his family became an expectation. And in this video, we are going to cover one of his core fundamental abilities that gives him his edge. Yes guys, we are going to be discussing his speed, how it helps improve his raw power, and we will be also explaining his Hatsu ability, Whirlwind and Godspeed. Before we start, I would like to remind you guys, if you enjoy these ability explained series, then make sure to smash that like button, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated. With that, let's get started. Killua has shown to be naturally fast. Even without the use of Nen, he has incredible raw speed greater than most and was able to accomplish surreal things. For instance, when Killua ripped the heart straight out of Jonas the Dissector's chest, and due to Killua's unreal speed, he wasn't even able to comprehend and realize what had just happened until his heart was presented to him. Now, how can we explain this raw speed? What gives Killua the ability to move so fast and achieve feats such as this? Well, let's get into the science. We can try to explain this speed by understanding more about muscle fibers. There are two main groups of muscle fibers in the human body: fast twitch and slow twitch muscle fibers. Slow twitch muscle fibers are used continuously for extended periods and have high endurance as used by marathon runners, where marathon runners are said to have high levels of slow twitch muscle fibers. On the other hand, fast twitch muscle provides shorter bursts of energy but are incredibly explosive and can generate a lot of speed and power, but will require more time to recover, such as sprinters. The muscle fibers we have are very difficult to change and are often just based on our genetics. From this, we can easily conclude that Killua's genetics favor fast twitch muscle fibers. We can assume that he is literally built for speed and explosive power. Even without using Nen, he is just naturally fast. Killua has incredible strength. He is able to open up the third gate of trial, which weighs 16 tons, and he does this without the use of Nen. And with the use of Nen, he is able to open up the 64-ton gate. To break that up for you guys, if not going by the US or Imperial ton, then 64 tons is 64,000 kg or 141,096 pounds. Yeah, I think this is the best time to add a disclaimer that we are explaining this scientifically, but due to the nature of this content being a fictional anime, so please don't take things too seriously. After all, this is all just for fun. Now, let's get back to the science. After estimating Killua's power output, we can attribute this back to his natural speed and strength. If we take into the account strength times speed equals power, where power is the rate of performing work or the size of the force applied, with Killua's natural speed and his natural strength, he can produce incredible levels of power. Both speed and strength are incredibly important as they complement each other. For example, either doubling the speed or doubling the strength, the value of the power would correspondingly double as the final result. Now we can also use this to explain how much of a power multiplier Nen can provide. As before, Nen Killua was only able to push open 16 tons, and with Nen he was able to open up 64 tons. If you divide 64 by 16, we get 4. So effectively, Nen has provided Killua a 4 times power multiplier to Killua's power output. Although this may not be a definite multiplier for a master of Nen, it shows that Nen has the potential to provide at least 4 times power boost to the user, and potentially much more for advanced users of Nen. Let's move on to Killua's Nen ability, his Hatsu. A quick reminder to you guys on what Hatsu is. Hatsu is used to project one's aura to carry out a certain function, creating a special and unique paranormal ability. And this can also be simply referred to as Nen ability, Hatsu ability, or just Hatsu. Now, since the water in the glass used for the water divination test changed taste, making the water sweet, it showed us that Killua is a transmuter, and in his case, Killua can transmute his aura into electricity, and he has developed certain abilities that allows him to use his aura in a creative way that maximizes his power by the use use of unique abilities such as Thunderbolts, an ability that projects lightning from his fingers, paralyzing his opponents, and Thunder Palm, which consists of him electrocuting his opponent with his aura, stunning them for a few seconds. Now some of you might be getting flashbacks of Pokemon with Pikachu displaying similar abilities, but I can assure you guys that Killua is no Pokemon. What makes Killua so special is his overall combination of strength when applied together, as the peak of Killua's ability are his two Hatsu, known as Whirlwind and Speed of Lightning, and when used in unison, it's collectively known as Godspeed. Both of these Hatsus maximize Killua's aura to enhance his speed and strength to massive levels. Now, Killua's Hatsu Whirlwind makes his moves spontaneous, ultimately making him move without the need for his control, while his Hatsu Speed of Lightning allows him to remain in control along with giving him a massive boost in speed. The combination of the two ability gives him his Ultra Instinct. Wait, wrong anime, I mean Godspeed. But let's go into more detail about this ability. So as briefly mentioned, Killua's Whirlwind ability allows him to react automatically to any external stimuli, allowing him to transcend all his limits. Ultimately, Killua bypasses the brain and functions purely on reflex and instincts, making his movements seemingly instantaneous, allowing his muscles to move without thought. As displayed when fighting Yuppie, one of the royal gods, each time Yuppie would even try to attack Killua, his Godspeed aura would detect the threat, forcing his body to move out of the way and attack before Killua himself is fully conscious of it. But how does Killua perform this? Well, his ability avoids thinking. Every move he does is a reflex. Rather than a planned out attack, when his aura senses a threat, it reacts. A normal attack takes time. Usually you would have to think about it, but Killua avoids the whole thinking process, and attacking and defending becomes an immediate response to a threat. Killua has programmed his aura to respond to different stimuli, such as to sense a malicious intent in an enemy's aura, or someone stepping into his predetermined area, such as when he did when protecting Kumagi, as he had placed an aura circle on the ground and was able to instantaneously react to anyone that stepped into it. Whirlwind essentially allows Killua to function at peak of his speed, letting his reaction to be almost instantaneous. Now, since giving an order to one's aura is generally a manipulation skill, it is possible that Whirlwind makes use of this Nen category along with transmutation. The second application of Killua's Godspeed ability is Speed of Lightning. While his Whirlwind ability focuses on reactive speed, this Hatsu lets him remain in control of his movements. It drastically improves his speed, allowing him to cover extremely long distance in very short amount of time. He was shown using this when protecting Alluka whilst carrying her on his back. We can estimate her to be approximately 30 kg plus his own body weight, which is 45 kg, totaling an approximate of 75 kg. That's about 1.5 times his actual body weight. Sabone estimated that he would reach a 40 km distance in 10 minutes. From this we can calculate that Killua can travel at least 240 km per hour whilst carrying 1.5 times his own body weight, suggesting that he has the potential to be a lot faster if he didn't have to carry the weight of Alluka. As well as carrying the weight of Alluka, at one point he was traveling through the woods, which is also an unfavorable terrain, suggesting that in perfect conditions, Killua would be able to travel much faster than 240 km per hour in an ideal scenario, whilst the actual speed of lightning is around 354 million km per hour, which is 1/3 of the actual speed of lightning. Killua has never really shown traveling at this speed. However, we may still be able to assume that he could one day have the ability to travel at this speed. Perhaps when he gets older, who knows, his Hatsu, the speed of lightning, may actually give him the ability to travel at the speed of actual lightning. So to sum up everything, Killua can literally go into a state beyond his realm, as his Whirlwind Hatsu utilizes the application of his Speed of Lightning Hatsu, making his maximum speed become part of his state of reaction, which ultimately ends up doubling his overall speed as he cuts down on his thinking time. This is Godspeed, one of the most broken abilities in anime. Ultra Instinct from the Dragon Ball series follows a similar concept, as both Ultra Instincts and Godspeed closely resembles and probably inspired by the real-life martial art concept of Mushin, emptying the mind, allowing reaction and instincts to respond to any threat without the need of thought. Some can probably say that Godspeed is technically the original Ultra Instincts, but either way, Godspeed without a doubt is one of the most powerful abilities within anime. Okay guys, with that we have summed up Killua's Godspeed ability. Personally, I like other abilities in the Hunter x Hunter series, such as Hisoka's Bungee Gum, and we possibly might cover that one day. But if you guys would like for us to cover a specific power in any of your favorite anime, then then make sure to smash that like button and let us know in the comment section below. With that, I'll see you guys next time.